Hello everyone, and welcome back to Let's Play Skyrim. Last time we cleared out Ancient's Ascent and made our way over here to Orphan Rock. This time, I'm ready to go in there and clear it out, so let's get to work. Now, although they're casters, hags and witches are very weak, generally speaking. I think I ought to be able to handle them just fine using nothing but my flame spell. Also remember, this is quest-related. We're going to progress the blessings of nature at this site by retrieving Nettlebane from the Hag Ravens. Hag Ravens, unlike hags, are pretty tough, especially to try and kill with magic. I'll probably end up using the sword on the actual Hag Ravens when I get to them. But for now, let's just keep on gathering plants, at least until somebody finds them. She's using shotgun, so...
Think you stand up? Joy you.
Alright, we bagged one. Here's another. We're doing fine. Let's kill her. That's two. There's 3 and 4.
See you burn.
Try and kill the shock user first. Because she's the one stopping me from using my own flames. Oh, she ran over a bear trap. That's why she so suddenly... Let's deal with the fourth one. There now, much better. Alright, let's pause right here without moving, and let's see. Oh, you can see the quest arrow is moving. That would be the Hag Raven. Let's back up a little bit to finish healing. I'm almost positive she's going to be too powerful to kill with flames, but I will try before I say die. Anyway, you'll note the bear traps that lined the road coming in. Also note that as we get closer to the actual landmark, we find elemental runes. I'm going to let those hit me and heal up like I usually do. I think I see another one over here. Let me wait until my magic is in slightly better shape. Onward. I want to do a perimeter check around this actual rock. Stakes, like the bottom of the spike pit, it would hurt really badly if we ran into those. For me, I'm just going to keep going. through this little narrow band under the rock, and you can see here a third root. Well, we knocked loose some hag raven feathers. Here's a dead bandit. Thought I saw a taproot go flying as well, but I may have hallucinated that. Nonetheless, everything seems to be in order now, so let's move on up the hill. Now here you can see we're inside of the hag raven, so I'm going to go kill her before I do anything else. Claws don't hurt that badly. And they're much... Oh, she's a lot weaker than I thought. Well, it's because she's casting. Her claws don't hurt that bad. Her spells, on the other hand, really hurt. Alright, we got her. We got Nettlebane. Our next objective is to bring it to Danica. No change in the flavor text, but you heard the chime indicating that Orphan Rock has been cleared. That's great news. I need just a second to make note of that. Sorry about that hiccup, everybody. Let's take a minute to heal up and then see what else we can find around here. I really don't need to take a break. I swear about God lunch. But a large sack filled with flour. Here's an adept-locked chest. I have 6 picks to break, so let's go ahead and do that. 4... 3, 2, 1, and done. Now I had to interact with 2 lists just then. We, of course, cleared or removed Orphan Rock from the list of clearable locations. Also noted that Nettlebane is a unique weapon. You do get to keep it after the quest is over. So I removed it from that list as well. And some more sacks and barrels over here behind the tent. Let's search those right quick. Now let's cross back over to the hag's actual platform. Dead Spriggan. And some sort of beer. On her altar we have a death bell, a filled black soul gem, and a hag raven claw, and some hag raven feathers. Inside her tent we have an unlocked chest with nothing particularly awesome. And now we can get over to the other side, and as we come up here we see that there's not too much going on. Now that ruin up there actually connects to that Nordic tower up there, and I'm going to leave them alone for some time because they feature in a fairly important quest, but there's no compelling reason to go there in advance, and we can't do what we need to do for the quest until, well, the quest is started. What I am looking for, somewhere on the path from Orphan Rock to that would be South Skybound Watch, there's a moonstone ore vein I am looking for that I would like to mine, and I can't seem to find it. ESP is not typically wrong about these things, and I actually remember that it exists firsthand from an earlier playthrough. I just can't seem to actually find it this time. Maybe I need to get closer. That's too close. There's no sign of my damnable Orphan, is there? Now we're over behind the location and we're getting ridiculous. This really isn't that big a deal, I just don't want to let it defeat me. I know it's here. Somewhere. There it is. Why I couldn't see that earlier, I have no idea. And there's one other thing I still need to find, and it's actually back more toward the main road. But so let's move that direction. Traps should be disabled at this point. Somewhere back this way there's a big hollowed out tree stump, so big we can actually get inside it. Here it is. Usual more tapanella, but there's also a skeleton with a random leveled helmet. Alright, and we're back to it once more. That about does it for Orphan Rock. 9:20. I should wait a little bit before heading to Whiterun to offload. We're gonna go there because that's where the quest is gonna send us. Well, it's gonna. That's where the quest has sent us. I think I'll leave at 5 a.m. Seems like a good option. I'm just kinda guesstimating. It looks like about a 3-hour trip with fast travel. Let's roll. And here we are. The old Breeze home is empty now. Oh, I was way off. It's a 5-hour trip back here. Shouldn't hurt anything, though.
Take a good look around. I'm sure you'll find everything's trinkets, odds and ends, that sort of thing.
Nothing with poison resistance, as usual. That's alright.
Do come back.
Bender has 0 gold. We know what to do.
Help me! Ah!
Oh,
Ah!
I guess Bellathor is stronger. We can still solve that problem.
Careful now. Take a look.
And still do things the fast way. No poison resistance. Three gold. I don't think I have anything that cheap. Nope.
Remember, I'll give you the best deals or die trying. What do you think you're doing? No. Ah! Trinkets, odds and ends, that sort of thing.
One more check. No dice.
Next time.
Now, let's go visit Danica Purespring to advance the blessings of nature.
My favorite drinking buddy. Let's get some beer.
She's sometimes out at the tree, but it looks like she's in at the temple right now. Alright, first things first, you'll notice a new NPC here.
Nettlebane back from those
Maurice Jondrell.
ravens yet?
We can't pick his pocket.
What's happened to the Gildergreen is a travesty. What's happened to the Gildergreen is a travesty.
Alright,
What is it? What has happened to the Gildergreen? I have traveled long here to worship beneath its branches.
It was taken by a lightning strike. Wish I had time to deal with it, but it's hard enough with all these wounded from the war.
Please, don't just let it stay like this. It's disgraceful.
I really don't have time to deal with you right now. Please just let me get back to my work.
But this is supposed to be your work.
alright, let's talk to Danica. I found Nettlebane for you.
Oh, well, I honestly didn't expect you to come back. Of course I'm glad you did. Now, I don't really want to touch that thing, though. Do you think you could handle the next steps?
What needs to be done?
Eldergleam Sanctuary Grove is to the east of here. You can use Nettlebane to retrieve some of its sap.
Was I correct in hearing that you were traveling to the Grove of the Eldergleam?
New objective, retrieve Eldergleam sap.
Was I correct in hearing that you were traveling to the Grove of the Eldergleam?
Can I help you?
I am a traveler, a pilgrim. I follow the voice of Kinnereth wherever it can be heard. I've dreamed of seeing Eldergleam for years. Might I travel alongside you? I promise not to get in the way.
You're welcome to join me.
So sick.
I thank you for your kindness. Yes, yes, I haven't got all day. Speak.
Now, despite his promise not to get in the way, Maurice is one of the worst followers in the game. He's incredibly weak, and he's also absurdly aggressive. The good news is, there are two ways to resolve the quest when we get to Eldergleam Sanctuary. You have to have him alive for one of them, but it's not the resolution I prefer anyway. Doing what Danica wants, using Nettlebane to get the sap, is the only way that you actually get a reward for the quest. I don't know if it's a bug or if it's programmed that way, but if you do Maurice's alternate, you don't get anything. So I typically just bring him out to the woods, and then when we're out here by ourselves, I go ahead and deal with it. Before you say, this is silly. Well, there are two things I can say about that. First is that it's almost guaranteed he'll die along the way anyway. And second is, if you don't choose his way, if you try to use Nettlebane to get the sap, he attacks you in the end anyway. So we'll just get him out of the way right now. And we will not actually go to Eldergleam Sanctuary for some time, but you know, now we're ready to, whenever we want. Am I carrying something extra? Oh yeah, his tunic and boots. Duh. I know I have Nettlebane, but it's a quest item, so it should be weightless. And in fact it is. Now, I'm going to end this video right here, because our next location, the Stormcloak camp on the compass, is very close by. So we will cover that next time. This has been Let's Play Skyrim. We dealt with Orphan Rock, we killed our first Hagraven, and we got Nettlebane. Now, when we're ready, we can go to Eldergleam Sanctuary to continue the blessings of nature. Next time, however, our goals will be more modest. We're just going to go to Falkreath Stormcloak camp and clear it out. Until then, thank you very much for watching, and goodbye.